Do you need a portable, inflatable place for your project, for your business, for your paint booth, or for even detailing? Behind me is the VEVOR portable, inflatable paint booth. Now this thing is 28 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. Now we're gonna get some exact dimensions because those aren't exactly right, but they are very close. So we'll take a walk around this, look at all the features of this, see how well it's built, see how well it works, see how easy it is to put up and to take down. Now let's just take a walk around this. First, this thing sets up in just minutes and we'll see how that happens in one moment. Now this is a window that actually we can pull down. It can act as a filter as well as just an open window. Again, we'll show that here in a moment. And then we'll see here that here's a clear PVC window where we can see right through. And this could be a place where you could set up lights to actually shine through. Or it can just be a place where obviously you can get some natural light in there as well. So you can kind of get a view of the entire thing down the side. You know, there's two large clear windows on either side as you can see all the way through, and then the filtration spot there on the front panel. And then here on the back we have another little room. So we have a 28-foot kind of overall length. But this back room is about a 4-foot room. You could act as a kind of a clean room or a paint mixing room or a prep room, whatever it is you wanted to use that for. We also see all the way down the side of this, we have handles that can aid in setting this up and taking it down and kind of, positioning it where you want it. You can also use that for tie down. You can see that the handle is reinforced very well and have a nice, solid nylon handle also. Also up near the top you have these tie-off D-rings, again reinforced there and sewn into the actual Oxford fabric that this is made out of. And again, you can use that for a tie-down strap either from overhead or tying it down with sandbags or stakes or whatever it is you would like to secure it with. And the tie down rings are not just on the ends, they are basically on every main structure except one. You can see kind of on every leg you have the tie down D-rings, except for that one there because there's one right there on that end. Now on the bottom of each of these posts you have a thick PVC type of material that keeps any punctures or anything like that from happening, because that's where it's actually going to rest on the ground, on the concrete, wherever you're going to position it. Also, you'll see the tie down hooks or D-rings on each of those legs as well. So not only can you tie down from the top, you can also tie down at the bottom, put stakes on the ground, and there's a D-ring on every single leg. Right here on either side of the inflatable paint booth, you have a large 2-foot zipper where you can open that up, relieve all the air pressure, and that's going to aid you in actually taking down the inflatable paint booth. And here in the back we have a walk door. It's a full zipper. You can open this up, walk through, either walk into this little room here or obviously open up the other one as well and walk all the way in to the area wherever your car or project is. You could also zip it closed to keep contaminants, that sort of stuff out. Now this is made out of what they're calling a Oxford fabric. Feels like a nylon, has a coating on it. So it's supposed to be able to be protected from when you are painting, things like that, to be able to remove that afterwards. I'm sure that will wear off over time, but it does, feels like a pretty sturdy nylon type material that they're calling Oxford fabric. And it looks like every zipper and everywhere I see where they're sewing, we have at least a double stitch to help secure whatever they're attaching. Yeah, sorry for the noise here, but here's kind of the heart of the whole system, and that is this tube blower design here. The large 950 watt blower is the one that's handling all the structural, standing up of the actual booth, keeping everything overhead and as it should be. The smaller blower is for circulation, so you do not have to run that one. You can see it's actually pumping inside the unit, where the big one is actually pumping into the structure or into the leg of the booth. So this front window filter here, let's get a size on this guy. So it looks like about 51 by 38. So it looks like 3 by 4. Here's the cool thing about this. So I can pull this down, so I can take that cover off, and now it's a filter. If I'm not too concerned about what's being filtered, what's not, I can pull that out and actually have open air in there for more cross ventilation if I want to. Easily put it back up there, get the filtering, or actually totally cover it and keep everything clean. Now these larger windows, let's measure the back one here, 67 by 80. So 67 by 80. Let's see if this front one is the same. Yeah, it looks like about 68. Might be a little bit bigger, might be the same size, by 80. So roughly 70 by 80 on both of these side windows. And then the small compartment back here, about 18-inch wide window. That's probably still 80 tall, I'm sure. Yeah, about 83 tall, so a little bit taller there for some reason. Oh yeah, that's why this tube section right here looks a little smaller for some reason in this little area. But anyway, this window measured out a little bit taller than the other ones. Still 18 inches wide. Take a walk into the booth here, and we first come into this little compartment here. So we have two more filters here in the small room here on the end. And these are again about 38, 39 by about 40 tall. And same thing, you can cover these up, or you can open them completely up or leave the filter on there. Now you also want to note that this is where that smaller blower is kind of pressurizing the cabin or providing some cross flow ventilation. That's where it's coming into this room, and if you have these windows covered up, it's not going to allow that air to pass through there and give you a little bit of cross ventilation. So you probably want to have the windows open or at least the filter up, but not totally closed with the canvas. If you do that, then again, you're not going to get that air cross flow from that smaller fan. They also didn't leave out the clear plastic overhead to allow, again, more light penetration. Even through the Oxford fabric, we get some light coming through, but then we also have the clear vinyl in there as well, where you can position lights to provide more light input even without having to move lights into the booth. Now, interior dimensions of the small room back here, I'm going to go seam to seam, is right at 4 feet, like 44 inches. And length, I'm going to say post to post, is right at 15 feet. So you're getting right at 4 feet by 15 feet interior room here in this small room. We get at least a 10-foot clearance as well for height. And full length of this interior room here. Yeah, so we're looking at a little over 23 feet from the back wall to the front zipper. And then width, and I'm just going to measure post to post on this width, is a little over 15 feet. It looks like a 15-foot zipper opening, and a little over 15 feet from post to post, a little wider inside that post as well. And we get more than a 10-foot opening even on the interior dimensions of the zipper, and then even more so inside the booth, more than 10 feet. So the top has a zipper that goes all the way around, as well as on the bottom you have a zipper that goes all the way across, so you can open up just the bottom, or you can open up the top, and then obviously you also have kind of a walk door as well, where you can unzip that and be able to walk in and out as you need. And
you're going to show up in here in a month and there's going to be 4 booths in here and go, oh yeah, there went the Untitled.
Right. And on this one, on the one side, it's also Velcro, so you can remove this entire window, actually pull this all down if you want to have that fully open, so that could be a total walkthrough if you want it to be, and then Velcro it back in place as you need. Well, we didn't use this for a paint booth, at least not yet, but our buddies over at Michael's Auto Detailing, they're actually going to use it for paint protection film, for PPF installation. That's not what they were doing when we were filming. They were actually just doing a ceramic coating because we couldn't really be in and out of the booth if they were laying the paint protection film, because it's so sensitive to any dust in the air, anything like that gets stirred up. It really needs to be a nice enclosed, nice climate controlled area. So that's why, even though they're in a building laying PPF, anything falling from a ceiling, anything getting stirred up from the concrete floor can really do a number on PPF, and it shows. When people are paying big bucks to have PPF put on their cars, they don't want any contaminants in the film. So that's how the booth is going to be used, but we were just showing it today while they were actually coating a vehicle, and it worked out great. They were kind of looking around and seeing how they could better introduce light, either from the outside or on the inside, but there's plenty of opportunities to do that with the VEVOR paint booth, because there's, doors on the front side, back side, there's Velcro openings from the sides, there's plenty of hanging points on the inside as well. Now let's talk about the cost. This is $1,000, I think a little over. So the 28-foot by 15 feet paint booth or inflatable paint booth is like $1,050 on Amazon. Now, here's the thing. That's cheap for what it is, because there's a huge disparity in the market when you look at these mobile paint booths or portable paint booths or inflatable paint booths, because there's some that are $10,000 at that size. And in between, there's not a lot. So it's either several $1,000s, or in this case, it's $1,000. And I think there's some even a little cheaper, but then you get into cheaper materials. Now, is there a quality difference in between a $10,000 booth and a $1,000 booth? Absolutely. One's probably made out of completely, PVC type of material, where this one had the Oxford fabric, kind of a canvas type feel with some PVC on the bottoms to keep from abrasion control, things like that. But again, if you're looking for something that's quick and portable and it's not going to kill the bank account, then spending $1,000 is obviously achievable, and you're going to get a lot of uses out of that before you have an issue with it. So again, you kind of got to weigh the differences of what are you needing. If you're needing to do really high-class paint jobs mobily, then by all means, you may want to spend, $10,000 on something like this. But if you're wanting something that's just quick and portable. You can put up, which by the way, I showed you like 2 minutes. Literally, once you hook up the fans and turn the fans on, it's like a 2 minute 10 second, 2 minute 15 second inflation time. And we did that both at the detail shop twice, and then also here we actually set it up outside a long time ago, and same thing. We're talking less than 3 minutes of inflation time, so it's more just kind of mapping it out. Now, the big pain is when you do want to collapse it. Now, it collapses pretty quick, and you open the big zippers on the side, and the thing just kind of collapses in on itself, and you kind of want to guide it a little bit, but again, just a couple of minutes of time, you can kind of let it fold in on itself, but then it's like folding up a tent or a large canvas, something like that. You do have to get all the air out of it, and especially if you want to put it back in the bag it came in, it takes a little bit of work, but if it's something you're going to use from time to time, you can just kind of fold it up, put it in a corner, cover it up, and it'll be ready the next time. So the only major pain is if you want to put it back in that bag. You're going to have a lot of fun rolling that thing in tight and removing air. But anyway, I think you get it. Otherwise, hey, we think this was an actual good buy. I think it's on the value side for sure. So check it out. They have other paint booths as well that are smaller than that. And we've even seen pictures of people camping in these things and having, dining, things like that. The only drawback on that is you do have to have the fan running all the time. I say fan, you don't have to have both fans running, just one fan has to be running that can basically continually keeps the structure filled with air, keeps air pressure in there, and keeps it standing. And then if that's a concern for you, you've got tie-down straps, especially in that building. You could tie off to the rafters and even maybe shut it off at night and it could just hang there. Anyway, check it out for yourselves. We'll have a link in the description. Also, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. Hey, if you don't mind, would you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already? And by all means, if you hated our video, then give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day. Keep smiling.